Hello, good morning everybody, welcome to another video by me, Mr. Drone. You'll be able to see in the background there is the Everton Stadium down at Bramley-Moore Dock. It is Wednesday the 1st of May 2024. The year is flying, isn't it? Can't believe we're nearly halfway through the year already, but there you go, that's what happens. Yeah, so we're here this morning, going to get up in the air and cover some of your questions and comments put to me from my weekend video just gone. Got a lot of interest on that video. Thank you very much everybody, really appreciate it. Got loads of comments on that as well, so yeah, we're going to get up, start going through them now. Here we go, let's get up there. Right, okay, let's go everybody. You'll see I'm already up in the air looking directly at the east stand and the east stand plaza in front of us there. It looks so good, doesn't it? Really does. Anyway, we've got a few comments and questions to go through today, so we'll get started straight away. First up, I've got Kieran Dooley 7313 who says, thanks for the vid. If there's a concert of some sort on the fan plaza, where would the stage be? We've got our friend David Badcock's replied saying, Kieran, between the southwest corner of the pump house and the east stand. Okay, so as David says that, the southwest corner of the pump house. So Kieran, it will be around here somewhere. Okay, it's in that area is where it will go, Kieran. If you have a look, Kieran, there's I've done a couple of videos where we had a good look and done some explanations on the east plaza, plaza here, and we went through a lot. So if you have a look at that, scroll down on the channel or look up just Mr. Drone East Plaza, something like that, something to that effect. You should find it. But we really did look a lot into the East Plaza and what was going there. So yeah, but it's around there. God, birds are swarming it a bit there, aren't they? So I hope that gave you the answer to your question, Kieran. Thank you very much for the question. Thanks for watching, and thanks to David Badcock for the reply on the channel. But it's one I thought I'd bring up there. So moving on, I've got Stephen Lyndon Wyatt who says, we can now watch the vids in peace of mind. Our last season will be at Goodison. The iconic ground with so much history deserves a sending off in the top flight. Yes, so I'll just stop there on that for now, Stephen. Absolutely, yeah. 3 wins out of 3 there in the last 3 games. Liverpool, Brentford, and who did we beat before that? Forest, of course. So yeah, I was at each of those games as well, done a vlog on each of them. So yeah, they're fantastic fantastic games to be at. And you're right Stephen, we can watch now and enjoy the fact that we'll finish we'll finish at Goodison in the Premier League. Fingers crossed, if we stay how we are. Let's remember we've had 8 points taken off us as well. We'd be close on, I think, 12th or 13th spot if we had those 8 points back. So it's definite improvement, isn't it? There's been a lot of doom and gloom this season with the points deductions and that, but and we went through a bad run, didn't we, from Christmas up until only the Forest game, I think it was, where we didn't get a win. Actually, I think that's a lie, we beat Burnley, didn't we? It was our first game. But yeah, look, it's it's not been great, but as I said, if we take the 8 points back and try and block out the noise, it's not been the worst season, really. It's hard to say and it's hard to say no. Anyway, moving on. You've also said, I know I'm dreaming, but how great would it be to qualify for Europe next season, either through a cup win or position in our first season at Bramley-Moore Dock, sees European football? Stephen, yeah, you probably are dreaming, mate, but you know what, stranger things have happened. Look at like Leicester winning the league and stuff like that. Remember when Wigan beat Man City in the FA Cup? There's loads in football, isn't there? Stranger things have happened, but it is a dream. It's a big dream, and Stephen, I'd absolutely love it, mate, as I'm sure a lot, or not a lot, or every Evertonian would. It'd be so good, wouldn't it? Imagine if first season here and we're welcoming like European competition. Be so good, would be so good. moving on from that, we have, let me see, excuse me, moving on from that, we have John Brown, who says, brilliant footage again, Nick. I noticed a nice patch of either Italian pencil junipers or cypress trees going in behind the hydraulic tower. Great landscaping to complement the paving. Yeah, look at them down there. I spotted them as well. John, let's come down a bit. I'm like 81 meters up. Let's come down and actually back round this way. Have a good look at them. They look great, them, don't they? See them there? Let's have a little zoom in. Look at them, they're lovely. Never thought I'd be so excited about a few trees, but I don't think I'm the only one. Let's zoom out and just take a little flight up there. I think the landscaping and the selection of trees in that has been really good. Really do look great. As I say, I didn't know I'd get so excited about trees, like, but yeah, good spot, John. I did spot them myself. I think were they planted in my weekend video, or were they laying on the floor? I think they might have been. I don't think they were planted yet, really, but not sure. Thanks though, John. Thanks very much. We'll just stay that view, looking at like the East Plaza. There, just backing up a bit so we'll get the barrel cladding view as well. Whilst I move on to Alan Arbu, who says, top work again, Nick. Thanks, Alan. Noticed the end irregular shaped pieces being added to the northwest barrel cladding. Also, I thought they couldn't start the barrel section so the roof was complete, so a bit surprised to see the southeast started already. Okay, do you know what, I'm going to touch on that in a minute. I've got another question on that bit. Cheers, Alan, but I think what I wanted here, you put question, will the blue glass granite set extend to the front of the club shop, effectively looking like the stadium is floating on what was the original dock? So yeah, that's what I wanted to pick up on from yours. So you talk about these, aren't you? These blue glass like granite here, and I'm pretty sure that they extend to where that edging is there. Pretty sure that's where they go to. I'd have to look back on my, I've just mentioned it to somebody else, so I'm now about looking at my video on the East Plaza that I put together with the help of David Badcock, who sent me a lot of images. But I think that's the outline there, unless they're just not completing it until they finish moving like heavy planter machines up that road. So the answer right now is I should know. I absolutely should know, but I don't. There's definitely a border there now where they're installing them, obviously, where they're fitting them, Alan, isn't there? I don't think they go up all the way up to the shop, but I'll look back at the East Stand video, the East Plaza video, and see if I can confirm that. Zoom in on them whilst we're on it. It's another good Fortin effect, isn't it? I've just mentioned the trees, but to do that with the to like kind of put those type of tiles in, so it kind of mimics where the water was. It's really good effect, because you'd think like they just throw, normal paving stones down or slabs, but no, you always want to go one better, which is great. Moving on, I've got, thanks for that, Alan, I've got Ian 1775 who says, hi Nick, it has previously been said that the reason they didn't progress further with the first section of the barrel cladding was because the east stand roof needed finishing first as it settles when complete. We did say that, didn't we, Ian? You've said interesting that they have now started the cladding on the southeast corner, despite the south stand roof not yet being fully complete. Wonder if anyone could confirm the change in thinking. Okay, so let's just move round to the south stand corner that you've mentioned there and confirm what we're looking at. It's also nice to just get a good little fly around, isn't it, and look at it. Here we are. So the barrel cladding here that they've started. And what we said previously, so they're doing more. Are they fitting another piece there, or just finished installing one, have they? Let me just check to see if they're lifting another one or anything. Yes, I think they might be just about to lift one. So we'll kind of zoom there so we can see both at the moment. Keep an eye if that moves. So yeah, sorry, Ian, was it? Let me double check. Sorry, gotta go back. I think it was Ian. Yeah, Ian 1775. So Ian, you're right. We did, because it had all stopped up to a point. We raised the question, didn't we? And somebody, a very good contact on site, did tell me that, well, what they have to do, they have to have the roof complete to put these in. So because otherwise it will change the weight of it. So that's what we were told. So we're waiting for the roof to be complete in all the other sections before they can continue with the barrel clad. For example, the north over there, you can see the north roof is done, and that's why they fitted it. So I've reached out to the same contact who told us that last time, and they very kindly responded really swiftly as well to tell me, and I will read to you. Let me see. They said, "Hi mate, the roof doesn't have to be fully complete. It just has to have a certain percentage of the final weight fitted, usually everything up to the final layer." Okay, so there you go. So they get to a point, so they're putting on the final layer on the south stand there. As we know, we've seen a bit of it last week. We've seen the first couple of pieces being laid, and it looks like they're doing more today as well. It's a lovely day for it. In fact, look at that for time. They're just rolling one out there. So anyway, that explains that, doesn't it, Ian? So thanks for asking. And I was wondering myself, and a few others were, but there's the explanation. So it is that's to have a high percentage of the final weight done, which means they can crack on. But the person, I just wanted to let you know, the person always said the roof works, especially the final layer, has been hampered massively in the last 5 weeks. And they've gone on to say it's because of the wind. The roller machine cannot operate in anything above 9 meters per second, which is most days in this location. So there you go, just a bit of extra info for us there, just to clarify the reasoning behind them carrying on with that barrel cladding there when the roof isn't complete all the way across the south. But also a bit more info regarding the roof works being hampered, as they said. So I hope that answered your question, Ian. I will move on to Patrick Penn, ZC4 High, who says the stadium looks incredible over the water where I live on the Wirral. It really does, Patrick. I'm from over the water as well on the Wirral, and it does. And you've said I often go down by the ferry pub and gaze at its scale and beauty up the effing toffees. So the reason why I've left that in, Patrick, was one, because I agree with you, it does look amazing, but two, you mentioned the ferry pub, which is, let me see if I can find it. Now I left that in because my dad, there it is, there, that's the ferry pub there. My dad used to frequent the ferry pub a lot when he was still with us. So yeah, that's a place that's kind of close to my heart. The ferry pub. Spent many a day and night in there. I used to have a drink with my dad, as I said, when he was with us. That's why I've left that one in there. But yeah, that's from looking over. It is a great viewpoint. So that is, it's called the Egremont Ferry, if anybody doesn't know it. Nice little pub, like right on the front there. Go over there, have a little drink, especially when it's warm. Sit on the front and have a little look across at the Liverpool skyline, especially this stadium. Now, thanks for that, Patrick. Thanks for that. Just brought back a little nice little memory for me. So that's why I kept that one in there. Thank you very much. Moving on, I've got Mac Gordon 8310 who says, another great video, Nick. Next time, can you show the progress on the installation around the pitch? Let me get a bit higher here. Let's see if they're moving that yet. Not quite, but I'm pretty sure they're about to. They've got someone just steadying it, haven't they? So anyway, you've said, can you show the progress on the installation around the pitch perimeter of utilities to supply the likes of undersoil heating, sprinklers and drainage, etc.? And David Badcock said, Mac, it's mostly done, dug and recovered, but they will be digging out the pitch soon enough. David, that is news to me, and thank you very much once again. I will not doubt you whatsoever. But I didn't think it was done yet. I thought they were starting in May to actually work on the pitch, like dig down and do all that. But from what you're saying, David, it sounds like you're saying that they've actually done all that works. Let's have a look down there. What's that? See, there's a lot of, well, that's just a lot of piping that doesn't go anywhere, does it? You can see, it's hard to see from the camera, Mac, but see that, you can just see where the pitch is going to be, really. It's like a raised part, what those, that tubing or pipework's sitting on there. As I said though, David, I didn't know that they had done most of that works. So thanks very much for that info. I would never for a second doubt you, David, considering all the amazing info and input you've had. See, Max, see the outline of the pitch there? See where the sand changes, can't you? Same all the way round. So if I zoom out, gives us the idea of where the pitch is going to be, doesn't it? Whilst I'm here, are they rolling that? Yeah. Where's it up to? Oh, I think they've done it, that piece. Sorry, I'm digressing here, Mac. Just want to see. Yeah, they've just finished that piece there. They're laying it down. Moved it across, put it in place. We've already seen that anyway, haven't we? That's all news now. No, it's still great to see. Okay, so thanks very much, Mac. But David, if you can share any more info and confirmation that they've actually done all of that works, I'd be very grateful. Moving on, Lee Butler 582, who says, also, have you seen the 2 rows of seats on the inside of the lower east stand that run across the stairs through aisles? Best seen centre 13:15 in my last video. So I had to look back to find these, Lee, but you're dead right. It's these. Funny that, isn't it? Has to be a temporary thing, that, doesn't it, eh? There's one there, and there's some there. They seem to be the only ones. It's a great spot, Lee. Really, really is. I can't see any more like that. Funny the way, look at them. Just covering the stairwells. No idea why they've done that. Oh no, they're there as well. Behind that. Oh no, I think they're supposed... No, they can't. I was going to say I think they're supposed to be there, but no, surely not. It's covering access to the steps, isn't it? Oh, weird. Keep an eye on that, but surely they'll be like removed. That'll be amended. Good spot, Lee. Cheers. Who've I got moving on? I'm nearly finished, guys. I think we've got, what are we, nearly 20 minutes. I've got J Murphy 3877. Can you zoom in on the seats in the middle section of the west stand lower, please? I believe these will be padded seats. West stand is not that, because the west stand doesn't have a screen. Must be that. Yeah. You believe that these will be padded seats? Jay, it's going to be so hard to tell from up in the air, you know. Although, see, that one where I'm looking at without the covering on, does look a bit padded. I tell you what, for reference, let's find another seat somewhere else. They've all got their covers on them, haven't they? See, I think they look thinner than the ones on the west. Ooh, sorry about the quickness, guys. Yeah, it's so hard to tell, mate. Unfortunately, I think they do look a little bit padded, not too over the top, but I think so, Jay. But quite hard to tell. Who've I got last up? This is the last one. I have Tony Elston. He says, "Hi Nick, great video as usual." Cheers, Tony. Can I ask about the current offices facilities for workers on the south east corner? Is this land part of the footprint? Does it belong to Everton? And if so, what will it become? I've also wondered if Everton will install any water features such as blue light up fountains in the remaining water areas. Cheers. So we've got Dunk the Blue, who's replied saying the land where the Lango Rock offices facilities are won't be part of the fan zone plaza. This area is being temporarily leased during construction and will be handed back to the landowner. There won't be any fountains. Well, that's a solid confirmation on the fountains for you, Tony. But you talk about this here, this area here, and I didn't know, but Dunk the Blue has confirmed that is being leased at the moment, that land. So fair enough, Dunk, thanks for that. Good question though, Tony, because it would have been interesting, wouldn't it, if that did belong to Everton? It would have been interesting to know exactly what they were going to do with that. So on that, Dunk, can I just ask if you know, so are Everton currently also just leasing all of this for the car park then? Because this seems to be all the same, you know, you see that truck coming out there, that seems to be the access to it, to all of this. So Dunk or anybody else, if you don't mind, is all that being leased, and the boundary for Everton runs up to the gated area there? Very, very grateful for any further info on that. But guys, we've covered a lot there today, haven't we? And sorry, just before I finish, that machine's already up in the air there, fitting another piece of barrel cladding. So yeah, guys, we'll finish up there, okay? Okay guys, and there you go. That was my midweek video of the Everton Stadium down at Bramley-Moore Dock. I'll keep this end bit really, really short because I think we went up to 23, 24 minutes or so. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. We covered so much there, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe, guys. Hit that button. Everton play Luton this Friday night away. A couple of points there, now another 3 points there would be superb, wouldn't it? But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, please like, share, subscribe, hit that button. We're back here at the weekend to do a full fly around. Okay, take care everyone, bye now.